What's up? It's Bushy. This is just a quick tutorial on how to swap battery leads on anything that you've got. Today, we've got the ProBoat Recoil 2 18-inch. My baby got it for Christmas. So, we're going to swap the battery that came with it and the power leads inside the boat over to XT60 so that it's just consistent with the rest of our fleet. Let's see what we got here. I'll be running this iron pretty hot, 650 degrees, and yeah, that should make it easy for us to get in and out quickly without transferring a whole lot of heat to so I'm just going to dissect the plug that they gave us here, and we'll just do one lead at a time so we try not to short anything out. Okay, 650, it's at temp. I'm just gonna clean off the iron. Add a little bit of solder to it so that it transfers heat well. And we'll take this apart. And I add quite a bit of solder to it because, there we go. Sometimes the solder that they use at the factory doesn't want to play nice with the solder that we use, so adding a little bit of your solder to their solder will help. Alright, that'll do. Got the negative lead. Grab a brand new XT60 connector, and that. Okay, I mean, most of the time the smaller side, the pointy side of your plug is going to be negative, but it is good to check. So this has a little symbol here, negative and positive. Always good to look at what you're doing, and I'd be lying if I told you that I hadn't done that wrong a time or two. Reverse the polarity. I've never plugged anything in that was reverse polarity, but we're going to get some solder on our iron and then pre-tin this plug there. Then add just a little bit of flux to both of the components that we're trying to solder up. Nice hot iron and clean. It's just about to take. There it goes. Wait for that to cool down. And flip it over. Do the the same thing on the other side. Yeah, their solder doesn't play well with our solder. Oh, what happened? Oh, I guess I turned off my... That's... Okay. Leave your soldering iron on while you're doing this. I don't know when I did turn that off, but... Do the same thing on the other side. Like I said, just add some solder to that joint and it should come apart fairly easily. I could put a bigger tip on this iron if I wanted to. It would be helpful for me in this situation, but I'm just gonna leave it with the regular tip on it. Okay. Yep. Little pre-tinning action on that. A little bit of flux on everything. Clean iron. Load it up with some solder. And heat it up till it pulls together. There it goes. Okay. Then we'll cover the ends up. There. This little dude here, I don't use the smart batteries. I don't have a smart charger. I don't have any of that stuff, so we will just cut it back. If for some reason I ever did want to reuse that, it's available. But just gonna cut it back, throw a little heat shrink on it, and that's about all there is to that. So I'll switch the boat over. A little bit of pliers. Grab this. There we go. Stick some tacky stuff on the boat so it can hold our wires in place. just do the same thing, adding some solder to the stock joint. Wait till it mixes up a little bit. There it goes. Now it should come apart fairly easily. There. And there it goes. It just starts to kind of mix it all together. And then you can just apply some heat, a little bit of pressure on the wire, and it'll come out. And now that you've got some of your solder, we've got some of our solder into the connection there, it goes together pretty good. So the next thing that we'll do is get rid of that. I'll save these. I don't know what I'll ever use them for, but I have them. So now grab a fresh male end, and in a situation like this, it's always kind of difficult to get these leads to come in from the sides. So what I will like to do is first find my orientation. Okay, so we're going to put the square side to be hot. Make sure that I've got, don't forget to put that on. I've done that before too. Okay. What I like to do on these is just to take and twist the plug inside twist that little male piece around inside the plug. So now we've got a shelf that we can use to help us out. Instead of trying to do this all from the side, now the plug is much easier to work with. So I can just set that there. Seems reasonable. Heat up the iron and we'll pre-tin both of those plugs and just take care of them both in fairly short order. Okay. I'm gonna add a little bit more solder to my iron. That should flow a lot better. There we go. Okay. That's pretty much it. Clean up. And then double check the work. We've got the positive line on the square side, positive line on the square side. negative on the pointy side, so everything is looking good. Should be able to just plug in, and don't even know where the power button is on this thing yet. Oh, right there. There's the... Okay, let's turn the radio on. There we go. And then .3S, baby, ready to run. Cool. Now we can run basically any battery we want in it. I've got a lot of 3S 1300 packs that will run just great in this boat, and we can still use the battery that they gave us, but I'm not stuck with their stupid chargers. And you know, for me, it's just way easier, not easier, but beneficial. Swap out the plugs for something that I can use across the other platforms. So, thanks for watching. Like it or don't. Subscribe or don't. But that's how I change out the plugs on all my toys.